Hey guys, we are going to be doing some really fun stuff with Flipgrid. It's called Flipping Out with Flipgrid. We're going to go beyond those student recordings and see what Flipgrid can really do for us to help create some of those neat scaffolded instructional videos, just kind of putting a fun twist and spin on your video creation process. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in and get started. What is learned here leaves here. Please make sure that you share this video with your PLC or anything that you've learned as you go through this. All of the links are going to be embedded in this presentation. So on the on-demand page, you'll have a link to the website and also in the description of the video. Let's get started by just taking a look at Flipgrid and what it has to offer. So if you haven't done so already, you're going to want to create an account on Flipgrid. Okay, so if you click on that little stoplight, it takes you right into Flipgrid. And I'm going to move my video down here just a little bit. You want to make sure that you do an educator sign up if you haven't done so already. I already have an account, so I'm going to click on create educator login. That will give me the choice of signing in with Google. So make sure you connect your Northside email to this Flipgrid account. Once you are in and you've created that account, you're going to notice across the top you have a couple of different options. And most of us live in this discussion area. We create a topic, we share it with our kiddos record videos. But what I wanted to start with is show you the great Flipgrid short option that is here in Flipgrid for you. Now, why a short? Why not just a screencastify video? Well, we find sometimes that our screencast videos that are living inside of our Google Drive, sometimes there's a sharing issue or whatever, and we would just want to make sure that this video is out there for our kids to be able to see. And even YouTube, a couple of times we find that our YouTubes are restricted for our kids. Shorts just gives you a different place to store your video and create almost a channel, if you will, of videos that you can give to your kiddos. So if you take a look here, when you are in your shorts in Flipgrid, you have the ability to record a video. Now, the one that I've shared with you on this document has a full-length video. You can scan this video or you can click on this QR code and it will take you to the actual Flipgrid short video that I created and will show you all the fun tools and resources. So if you want to come back to it at any time, it is there. But let's jump in real quick and record a quick video. We're not going to do a bunch of things because, again, I have the video there. All right, so I'm just going to X out of this because we're going to be inside of Flipgrid, so I don't want two videos showing at the same time. So you'll see I have the ability to record my face, hey, or if I go to these effects, I can create a whiteboard and click on whiteboard and it will split the screen for me so the kids can see me, and I have this nice, neat, fun whiteboard tool here. Okay, if I want the whole screen to be a whiteboard, you'll see here that I can split the screen, move it around, give myself a little bit more room, so you can kind of decide how you want that to look for your video. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a full screen here. Let's take a look at a couple of other options that you have. Under the options, I can actually upload video clips. So if I have already created a video and I want to add that to this, I can. I can also do a screen record in here too. So if I want to use the functionality inside of Flipgrid but also do a screen capture, I can use the screen record here. Now the effects also has filters. So if I wanted a fun filter, I could do that. I could pixel myself here. Let's go back over here, bring my board back up and split screen this so you can see, hey guys, I'm pixelated. Isn't that crazy? Just a fun way. Here's another filter. Let's do a Lego. I'm going to take the filter off. I can do a rainbow effect. I can do black and white, and then even a green effect. So a couple little filters there. And then, of course, taking the filters off, going back in, I can do a draw tool here and draw on top of my face. Yay, here's my little fun video tool that I have going on here. Go back. I can add in photos. So if I wanted to upload a photo, I could do that too. Lots of great options. Add text too. I can add text. Hello, and move it around if I want to do that. Okay, and then just drag and drop that around. Okay. All right, so again, you have options, you have effects. When you are ready to start recording, you use the record and it just records your video lesson and posts it to your Flipgrid short. Again, if you want to know all the ins and outs of that, the slideshow will have that full video here and you can come back and watch that at any time. Once your video is recorded, it will save to your shorts and you can share the direct copy right here in this copy link or grab the QR code that you could embed inside of your presentation. Really, really great options for Flipgrid recording those screen videos and having them right here. Now, we use Flipgrid to capture our students' learning. So if we take a look, if you want to practice this, maybe you've not had the option yet to record with Flipgrid, you can do that now. If you click on this image, it's going to take you to my emoji story and you're going to sign in using a guest password. This is one of those ways that you can kind of keep kids from having login issues when you are using Flipgrid. When you set up that Flipgrid board, make sure that it's all set up correctly. They can either join by using Google or you can set up a passcode so that only your kids can get to that. Again, just a couple of extra options that I'm not sure people know are there, so I did want to show you that. All right, I'm going to click on this link. And then remember, it says to use the guest passcode, which is Flip Out 2020. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to enter Flip Out 2020 and then hit go. That's going to let me join the Flipgrid without having to actually sign in. Now remember that could create some problems for you, but I did want to make sure that you knew that that was an option for guests to come in and do some Flipgrids. So a really neat way of picking and choosing a couple of people to record on a board, especially if you have your L's or if you need them to practice those listening, reading, speaking type skills. A great option for that. Okay, so you can record a response here. The kiddos will record their response. Same type of features are all available for them. They can screen record, they can share their screen, they can use all those fun filters to create a recording. So capturing those great responses here inside of Flipgrid. Now, I created my Flipgrid under the discussion area. And I'm going to give you a link that will show you how to do this from start to finish. But basically, you have topics. Topics are just your boards where you want to create a question and you want your kids to be able to record to. So that's my emoji story. Groups would be like your first period, second period, third period, fourth period. So you could create a group, share that group with your first period, and all of the topics will be listed under that board. So this is my sample Ms. Sexton group. So when I click on that, this would be, for example, first period, but then all of the topics that I want my first period kids to have would be listed here. So it's almost a one-stop shop for my kiddos. All right, so jumping back into Flipgrid, so we've looked at shorts, great ways to create instructional videos for your kids that are hosted on Flipgrid. It's almost like your own Flipgrid channel, great way to share those videos. But now we've looked at discussions, creating those discussions, having your kids post, creating that guest password if you need it. And then let's look at mixtapes. Mixtapes are a fun way to take those really great videos that your kids have been doing on Flipgrid and create a playlist of those videos. So have your kids teach the concept. What a great reteach extension enrichment option. Under mixtapes, you will just click the create mixtape. It's going to have you create a title. So let's call it review for test. There's a join code if you want that to be there, a description of your mixtape. So it could be take a look at some of the best videos from this unit. Your friends are teaching it, and then you can even password protect it if you want, and then create your mixtape. Now, here is where you add videos from your different boards and discussions that you have created. So I'm going to go to recent activity. This is going to show you who has recently submitted videos. So I'll go down this list and I can add the video to my mixtape. So here it is under actions. I want to add this one to my mixtape. I'm going to put it under that review and click add. Got it. Keep going down the list to see if there's any other videos from my kiddos that they're doing that I want to add in here. And I can add any of those videos that I want. I'm going to add to mixtape, add it to the review, and click add. Got it. All right. Think of this as that old school 80s mixtape, right? Or your playlist that you've created on YouTube, or that fun iTunes playlist that you have. I'm making a playlist of my best videos and I'm going to share that with my kids. So up here at my mixtape, here's my review for test. I am ready to share this. I'm going to copy this link, give it to my kids, even use this QR code, and my kids will have a link to, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into my guest window and they will be able to take a look at all of the videos that I have hand selected for them to watch and review for a test. So just another great reason to have utilizing Flipgrid shorts. I can put those into this mixtape. I can capture some of my great student videos and put them in here and then share that out with my kids as an option for reteach. All right. So again, we took a look at how to set up a grid, create a topic. This link will take you into how to do that from start to finish if you're not sure how to do that. Again, this presentation is linked up in my on-demand site. You'll have all of this to kind of peruse through to create your topics. And then, of course, we took a look at mixtapes. This is your highlight reel. This could also be really great for student portfolios. So thinking outside of the box, when I think of my MSIP kiddos and those that are creating those big scale projects, if they'd been recording videos, you can actually create a mixtape with some of their best projects. All right, now a bonus. We sometimes need to amp up the learning in our face-to-face and virtual world. A Flipgrid hunt can do that. So these are fun digital video scavenger hunts that you can pair your kids up, have them work as a team, post videos on a Flipgrid hunt, and then the team that gets all the videos first can win. And then that is linked up right here. So let's take a look at what a Flipgrid hunt can do for you. So this gives you kind of the ins and outs of what a Flipgrid is. And then we are going to take a look at some of the different Flipgrid hunts that are out there. Click on this. Here's an example of one that was created as a PD. So your first and foremost thing is to start off by a learning objective and then create the tasks that you want your kids to do. So here is the checkbox, the checklist of things that they want you to find. Of course, this is way too many. You don't want this many for your kiddos unless it was a full 9 weeks. Flipgrid, maybe you have a flip hunt challenge each week that your kids have to do. That would be really fun. But again, you will start off by designing the checklist of items that you want them to do. All right, here is an example of a skeleton system flip hunt. Again, check mark boxes of things that you want them to be able to do. Then you create your flip grid challenge board where the students will post inside of that flip grid. Here's a geometry one that was already made. Okay, these are from the easiest to more average to more challenging. So you could actually up the rigor here on a Flipgrid hunt. Start with easy challenges and then give more points for the harder challenges. And again, collaboration is key in this virtual environment. We want to get our kids together. So if you could pair the kids up, create groups, have them work together throughout the 9 weeks to complete the Flipgrid Hunt Challenge, that would be a really neat way to add some collaboration here. And then, of course, leveling the learning by doing some easy challenges, medium, and hard challenges. So start with that topic. Put together a checklist of items that you want your kids to record themselves finding around the house, finding outside, finding on the internet. Because remember, in a Flipgrid, you can screen record. So they have that option too, and create a really neat bonus challenge for your students. All right. So, again, guys, this was just a quick overview of what Flipgrid can do for you. Go beyond those student recordings and take full advantage of what Flipgrid has to offer. Those great shorts, creating those instructional videos, to having kids do a flip hunt, taking the recordings you've already done in your Flipgrid and making a mix tape of the best, sharing that with your kids, letting them do some of the teaching for you. Take full advantage of Flipgrid. And of course, as always, if you need me, message me. Schedule some time. We can brainstorm some great flip hunt ideas, set those boards up from start to finish, and get your kids started with flipping out with Flipgrid.